everybody out there. This is the December 2023 finals for the uh, monthly. This is Andrew Walker, your host as always for Mise Watch. Today we've got the final match between number 3, Bryce Menard on It's Not Sligh, It's Burn, or Red Deck Wins, or someone came up with Sligh Burn Wins. So it's his variant. It's got baubles, burn, creatures, whole mix of things. And his opponent is ranked 4th, Brian Selden. He's on Stanley Chen Madness. So red, green, blue Madness. Goes with the 4 squeeze to get the survival running quick. And pitch cards to get all his mana stuff out. But beyond that, let's get to the match. Okay, you guys are good to go. Remember, best of 5, game 3, sideboard.
Yep.
Oh.
Good luck,
All right.
Bryce.
Good luck, Brian. I will take 1 and play pup.
Yep.
That's you.
We're playing Island. I
Yeah.
guess careful study. Discard a squee. And a squee.
Okay.
Your turn.
Attack for 2.
17.
I'll take 1 and play a furnace and tap to activate.
Yep. Okay.
And pass turn.
Whoops, sorry, this comes back.
Yeah.
Cast another careful study.
Yep.
I'm gonna pitch Rootwalla and squee.
Yep.
This comes in. And then I'm gonna sacrifice your and your card.
Right on.
Your turn.
All right, I'll tap to activate.
Yep.
I'll fetch. I'll shuffle when I'm done with the turn. Let's see. I'm gonna bolt the Rootwalla and then attack for 2. And that's it for me.
Squee comes back. Draw.
Also, I have myself at 17. It looks like I'm in 18 based on your dice. because I used the ring and
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I didn't get your fetch. All right, I'll play a island, and it's your turn.
Okay. All right, I'll tap to activate Furnace.
Yep.
I'll play land and attack for 2.
Yep. I'm at 14.
Yep. Pass the turn.
Okay. Shoot. All right, go to discard.
Sure.
Squee. Your
Squee.
turn.
Right on. I'm just gonna furnace the Squee now.
You can't. You can't do that with when I'm in my discard phase. That's the end of the turn. So you'd have to do it.
Okay.
You'd have to do it before the squeeze in it.
Yeah, so there's no way to get the Squee. I got you.
No. Not until your turn.
Right on.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta start playing on MTGO. Okay. Well, I will tap to activate now.
Yep.
And then I will attack for 2.
Yep. Down to 12.
And I will summon a Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah. I'll cast Mana Leak.
Yep. And I will Furnace now on the Squee.
Yep.
Draw card. Go ahead.
Play Wasteland.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Attack for 2.
10.
I will play a scroll.
You have how many cards?
4.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead.
Their turn. I'm gonna frantic search.
Right on.
Pitch. Island.
Yep.
It's fine. I'll take my turn. Squee comes back.
Yep.
Draw. Got there. It's your turn.
Alright, I'll check for 2.
I'll cast frantic search.
Yep.
I'll pitch Squee, Arrogant Worm,
Yep.
Mana's Trigger, and pay 1 life. Cast Arrogant Worm.
Arrogant Worm. Okay.
I'll block.
I take 4.
Yep.
Second main. I will incinerate you.
Down to 6.
Go ahead.
Squee comes back.
Yep.
Yikes. Thank you for 4.
Yes. I'm at 9.
Down to 5. That's the mongrel.
Mongrel, you take 1.
Yeah, I'm down to 5.
Yep.
Your turn.
All right. How many cards do you have in hand?
5 cards in hand.
Okie doke. I will pass the turn.
You're at 9.
Correct.
So I will pitch 1 to mongrel.
Yeah, resolves.
Resolves. Pitch another to mongrel.
Yeah, resolves.
Pitch another one to mongrel.
Yep.
So 5/5. I land 5. You're at 9.
I'm at 9.
Attack you for 9.
Yep. You have 1 card?
2 cards.
2 cards? Okay. Yeah, you got it. I just had Fire Blast and all 3 mana cards.
Wow. Wow, that was gnarly.
For sure.
Your furnaces are brutal, man. Have you liked them?
Yeah, for the most part they've basically just been like bad cantrips, but it hasn't like cost me anything. And I think this is like my 16th match or so with this deck in events. But I mean, main deck against elves, it's really awesome to get rid of either Squee or Anger. That helps like so much. And
Yep.
then this is the other deck where I was like, hell yeah, I'm glad I got those in the main deck.
Yeah.
I did play against like an Academy Rector deck where the only time I drew it I drew it in game 1, but it didn't matter because I just won anyway. But like it can exile Rector in response to the trigger to prevent it,
Yep,
which is kind of
sure.
neat. But yeah, for the most part, they've just been like bad cantrips. But then like, I mean, obviously against like Anger, Survival, Squee or whatever, they're clutch.
Yeah, they're not bad. The baubles versus those are kind of an interesting discussion. But now, once you're in the top 8, you have open deck list. It's
Yeah,
a lot closer of a discussion, right? Because if you know your like bauble often lets you kind of determine your first turn plays.
yeah,
Right. You can say, oh, are you on Oath or are you on Elves or whatever, right?
yeah. I mean, it's the difference between playing a turn 1 pup or a fanatic if I can deduce that they're playing Oath or whatever, right?
Right, or burn, right? When
Yeah, yep.
your pups are liabilities against burn. It's so counterintuitive because it seems like very much a mid-rangey card, right? Where burn, I guess you can think of it as a mid-range deck, but it's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean, this is
it.
my first time really playing burn in like any format. Honestly, it just never appealed to me. But I also am realizing now that I probably had like a more neophyte understanding of it, where I was thinking of it as like a bad combo deck, but it like most of my games kind of play out closer to like mono red control, or like just get one creature in play and then play, I'm playing Delver or whatever.
Yep.
A more anemic version, of course, but
Yeah, sure.
Good luck.
All right, you're playing, I assume?
Yes. Yeah, I will keep.
I'm gonna throw this back.
Okay.
And oh, wait, good choice. Okay. Morgan. Okay, I'll give this a try.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Bobble?
I roll a die.
Yeah, sure. You do have 6, right? Yeah.
Top is 1.
Okay. 5. Ghost. Okay, I got a second bobble.
Okay. 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Or 6, sorry.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, ghost.
Right on.
I can have all ghosts.
You could. I'm gonna fetch and play a Lavamancer and pass, so I'm at 19, and then I draw 2.
Yep. Play land, and it's your turn.
Good joke. And draw 2 from the baubles. Tap. Draw for the turn. I will attack for 1.
Yep. 19.
And then I will fetch and play a pup and a Lavamancer.
Yep.
So I'm 18. And that's you.
That leaves you with how many cards?
3.
Mongo.
Mongrel.
Your turn.
Okay. How many cards do you have?
5 cards.
12 cards. Okay. Um. You said 5, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Um. I will Lavamancer the Mongrel.
I'll pitch it to make it bigger.
Yep. 3/3. That was a counter spell. Okay. I will Lavamancer again.
Mm. Mm. I don't know what to do.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna let it die.
Okay. I will attack for 2.
Yep.
17, and you can go ahead.
Oops. Yeah, I did that. Strange. Hmm. Okay, we'll play a forest, and it's your turn.
Okay. So you have 4 cards now?
So
I'm going to attack with all 3.
okay.
Search.
Nice forensic search.
Yep.
Didn't get the business.
Right on.
Okay. So I take 4. I go down to 13.
Second main, I will cast another pup.
Yep.
And pass to you.
Yes, survival.
Yeah.
And your turn.
All right. I'm gonna bolt you end of turn.
Yep.
And attack with all 4.
I'll pitch waterfront bouncer.
Okay.
Get a root walla. Take a point. Down to 9. Pitch root walla. 4. I have my hand. Root walla. Okay.
Yep.
I'll block a pup. Do I want to block a pup? I guess so. Yeah, I'll block a pup.
Okay.
Take 4.
What do you have in hand besides the root walla?
You're not allowed to know.
Well, how many? I mean, just one.
Just 1.
Okay. Yeah. You take 3. I take 2.
I take 3. Take 4.
Sorry.
Yep.
And then I have shock, fire blast.
Yeah. Okay. You got it.
I was just asking the count for foil or whatever. But...
Yeah. Sure. Good game. That was close.
All right. Now we can sideboard.
That's right. No, I'll play.
Okay.
here. One more. All right. Let's see. All right. I'll keep.
Yeah, I'll keep as well.
Okay, I will. Island, your turn.
Mountain Pup, go ahead.
Yep. 19. Survival.
Yep.
Your turn.
Check for 2.
Yep.
Fetch. Fanatic.
Yep.
And Furnace.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Mhm. I'll play an island. It's your turn.
Okay. I'll attack with both.
Yep. So I'm gonna frantic search.
You got a frantic search.
Discard arrogant worm and survival. Untap. Take a point. Cast it.
Okay, I'm gonna tap furnace. The worm resolves before blockers. Bolt it.
Yep.
And then shock it.
Okay. Take 3 down to 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's careful study.
Yep.
You have how many cards?
3.
I'm gonna pitch, get 2, squeeze in the yard.
Okay.
I'll take a point of damage down to 12. Cast a mongrel. My land. It's your turn.
All right. Cards in hand.
2.
2. Tap furnace.
Yep. Okay, I'll bolt the mongrel. Okay.
All right. I'll attack for 3.
Yep. Down to 9.
Okay. I'm gonna furnace 1 Sligh. Draw a card. Fetch for a mountain and play a Lavamancer.
Okay.
And that's you. Summon 18.
This comes back. Mm.
Oh, sorry. The mountain's tapped. I just played the Lavamancer.
Yeah, I'm where I'm thinking still on what I want to do.
No, you're good. I'll just verbally
Yeah,
make
that's
it
fine.
clear.
All right. Mana base is killing me. It's your turn.
Okay. You have
3 cards.
3 cards. One's a Sligh.
Yeah. Probably not very good without green.
Yeah. Attack for 3 with those 2.
frantic search.
I'm thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awful. A pitch of survival in an island.
Okay.
He's untap. I take 3.
You're at 6. I'll play another furnace.
Yep, sure.
Tap activate.
Yep.
And you did not discard the squee, right? Okay.
Yep.
Pass turn.
Okay, I'll go to my draw step. All right, good game.
All right.
I'll play again.
Okay.
All right. Luck.
Good luck.
Okay, I'll keep.
I'll keep.
Play an island. Your turn.
I'm gonna fetch and play a Lavamancer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my coast. Your turn.
Okay. I will attack for 1.
Yep. 19.
Play fetch and pass.
Play this. And it is your turn.
Okay. Play a fetch and pass.
Running search.
Okay.
Resolves?
Yeah.
Okay. Discard this and this. Madness triggers. Playing both.
Yep. I'm going to shock the worm.
Yep.
And then exile it, or exile 2 cards rather.
And 18.
Yep. 18. That's it.
Okay. Swing for 1.
Yep. No blocks.
Yep. Let's do just 1.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
All right. How many cards do you have?
5.
Play another fetch. And play another Lavamancer.
Mm-hmm.
And pass to you.
I have a green floating. Frantic search.
Frantic search. I'm gonna fetch 16 and Lavamancer the lizard.
Yep.
And then Frantic Search resolves.
Okay. Fetch this. Island.
Okay.
Cast Koala. Or Madness trigger.
Yeah.
Untaps. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Still done?
Yes.
Play a forest. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna bobble. Look at a card.
Yeah. 1 through 4.
Okay. 5 reroll. 5 reroll. 2
Wasteland.
wasteland. Okay. I'm gonna play a land. And pass to you. Draw a card during your upkeep.
Yep. Play an island. Play survival.
Yep.
Your turn.
Do you have 2 or 3 cards?
3 cards.
3 cards. Okay. Um, I'll attack with both.
I will block 1.
Yep.
I will yeah, but okay, and go to damage.
Sure. 1. They trade.
Yep. And then 18.
18. Play land and play another lava man. Go ahead.
Cast Careful Study.
Yep.
Ditch 2 wastelands.
Right on.
An island. And it's your turn.
Okey-doke. Play land and pass to you.
Who's gonna draw more lands this game? You think?
Yeah.
And you said you're done.
Yep.
Turn. I'm gonna pitch a root wall.
Yep.
Madness trigger. I'll get an arrogant worm.
Yep.
Pitch arrogant worm. I'm not gonna cast this stuff. I don't know how careful we want to be. Play arrogant worm. So take 1 down to
17.
17.
Thinking.
Yeah. So I'm in the middle of my. Unless you want to respond to the.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. You can resolve the survivals. Or
I'm
the second one, rather.
gonna pitch get a squee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pitch a squee to go get a. Mongrel.
Okay.
You have how many cards?
I have 3 cards. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Okay. Take my turn.
Yep.
Squee comes back. Draw.
And the worm has trample, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
The worm does indeed have trample. I will attack.
Yeah. No blocks. Take 4.
4. Down to 12.
Correct.
Mongrel.
Yep.
It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna Lava Man you end a turn.
14.
And I guess I should have done the other way around, but I don't think it matters too much. And I'll incinerate you end of turn.
Yep. 11.
Okay. You have 3 cards, one of
Yep.
which is. Do I know any of the other ones?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Maybe there's a squee in there.
Flute 2 red and cast Fire Blast.
On me?
Yeah.
Okay, down to 11, down to 7.
Yep. Spend one of the red floating to bolt you.
Yep, 4.
Lava Man?
Yep, you got it.
Lava Man? Okay.
Good game.
Good games. Yeah, sorry. I hope that didn't seem like I was slow rolling. I was just trying to figure out, like, obviously if you have counters there, like I can still chump with the Lava Men if you counter one of them next turn, but
Yeah, that's a thinking game. Man, turn's rough. I mean, we were both flooding out like crazy.
yeah, I drew what, 7 or 8 lands that whole game.
Yeah, but I was drawing nothing but lands.
Yeah, you drew a lot of wastelands too.
Yep, I thought I was gonna be able to turn that around, but I needed something. Need something to help turn the tide.
Yeah, when red deck's got that many mountains, it's like, oh, how many fire blasts has he got in hand?
Yeah, no kidding.
As soon as you start seeing him tabulating numbers, it's like, oh, they're gonna Draco me this turn.
Yeah,
Definitely had
it's
that.
tough. I studied out a lot of the counter magic because the counter magic is generally pretty bad, but you know, in those last decisive turns, they really end up mattering a lot.
Yeah. That's what I wasn't sure. I mean, I was talking to some people trying to I haven't played against the Cyberpunker deck yet.
Yeah.
And I feel kind of similarly about the Red Blast in my board, where like on a final, last turn 2 sequence, they're pretty good. Especially like even just if I attack with all my guys, I can counter a frantic, but
yeah,
it's hard to balance cutting too much pressure versus that. So
yeah, for sure. Did you bring in the blast?
In the final game, my sideboarding was -2 pups, +1 bridge, +1 blast. But before that, I'd brought in just the bridge for 1 pup.
And otherwise, you were pretty stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the bridge in the sideboard, I put in 1 crumble in the first game, and then I added a second in the second game, just so I wasn't cold to that card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with open deck lists, you kind of have to respect it.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure.
Got some questions for you, Bryce, from the audience. Why didn't you crack your 2 fetches earlier in that game? What was your thought process? You had 2
I'm not
bloodstained
sure why I
mines
would.
that were just well, to thin down drawing, I guess, of lands, so you get a land clump.
Yeah, so I in general don't really believe that like you can do the math out and it's extremely minimal gain to just remove 1 card from your deck. And then like that last couple of turns or whatever, obviously I kept drawing lands, but I was kind of doing the math on like, okay, if he can get like root wall a worm, root wall or whatever, then like that 2 life potentially matters or not.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I had, it's possible they're asking because maybe I missed a turn where I could have Lava Mancered and I had both in play, but I don't think so. I know I had 1 in play with nothing in the yard for a second, but I mean, if that's the case, then that person's correct. I just like missed that. But in general, I don't really like just losing a life to take a mountain out of the deck.
Let's see, for Brian, I've got. Why didn't you draw any of your sideboard cards?
No. But especially game 3, if I drew the pyrokinesis, it would have been really. That's what I was. In the third game, I was kind of
I was very
things,
hesitant to deploy.
I frantic searched into a pyrokinesis. That's why I wasn't pitching the squeak because I needed it for the pyrokinesis.
Yeah.
And that would have might have been able to turn the tie to the game, but it obviously didn't come my way. But yeah, I needed some of my sideboard cards in the sideboard games, and they didn't really come.
Mm.
And we were both super flooded the fourth game, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, I top deck to just stay in the game. The top deck
Yeah.
to survival, and then the careful study that drew me into a creature.
They wanted to know also your thought on the red sideboard cards. Is there anything other than Pyrokinesis in the sideboard that's red?
Yeah, cave-ins, but
Cave-in.
Cave-ins.
cave-ins I didn't bring in just because doing damage to myself
Against
doesn't
the
seem
red
like a
deck.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might net. Usually with the sideboard, you have to bring them all or nothing because you need a red card to pitch,
Yep.
and Squee or the other sideboard cards are the way to do it. But between the density of the creatures in his deck not being super high, um, and and not wanting to do damage to myself, I only brought in the pyrokinesis. It would have been decent, not great the last game.
I think Pyrokinesis against the like Sligh/Burn deck is kind of an interesting gambit, depending on the deck. It's more clear to bring it in with your deck, but like I've played some games against goblins where like I won the game without ever playing a creature, or the only creature I played was Fanatics of my own, and they just had like dead Kinesis in their hand or whatever.
Yeah,
because I board out pups there, obviously, but
yeah. No, the ball lightning is also a really big
Oh,
threat.
yeah.
So, the pyrokinesis is there for insurance against ball lightning hit. In fact, if I'm having pyrokinesis come in, I feel like ball lightnings has to come out of your deck just because
I
it is
thought
such
about shaving it down because like you have so many counters as well, and like your deck's so good at keeping the mana up that it's really not that great. And then obviously like I can create a really bad traps for myself if I draw the one of bridge. But I only have 3 in my main, so
yeah.
I don't know. There in the course of my other matches, I have like trimmed 1 or 2, but I kept them in this time because I do feel like I have to like turn the corner a little harder against you if you have a really strong draw, as opposed to like against goblins, which kind of plays out similarly. I have a little bit more time to set up my hand to finish it off, but
Yeah.
Your what would you say for not just this match, but for the month, how the furnaces worked out for you?
um so they were an all-star like uh here and against like elves. Just being able to get rid of the squee, or especially the anger against elves, is really good. Otherwise, I mean, I had a few like cute things I got to do. Like I played against an Academy Rector deck and I drew it game 1, which is funny. But for the most part, it was just like a bad 2-mana cantrip. I get at the Duress Crew Open, I played against uh, like a red-green survival Goblin Welder deck, and it was really sick there too, obviously. And he had like Threshold cards too, so it was just good against his whole deck.
Have you played the deck against Oath builds at all? And if you have you? I mean, the
Just
target.
just
You're
in testing.
just testing.
Yeah,
I'm
not in a tournament match.
yeah. I'm assuming with the furnace you target their blessings.
Um,
If you
yeah, I mean,
keep
it
it in.
depends on. There's so many Oath decks now; it's hard to just categorically
Yeah.
say. But I think, I mean, depending on the Oath deck, I'd probably just take them out
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
for the most part.
At
Um,
best, you might get something game 1 and be like, oh, I
but
can take your
yeah, I mean,
blessing, but
even against Terravore, it can randomly shrink a Terravore by like 2 or 3 power over the course of a game, just whittling down the bottom card of their
yeah,
graveyard.
good point. Looks like that's all the questions we got. So, thanks for a great top final match. Game of went to 4. Wanted it 5, but I can't always get it.
That was close, not too, but
Yeah, it was very
on the corner.
close.
Yeah, definitely a good match. Didn't feel like anything was necessarily a runaway.
No, it was a good back and forth. At least when one of us got flooded, both of us got flooded.
Yep.
Mhm.
Thanks as
That
always,
that
guys.
Wasteland was
Yeah.
surprisingly good game one.
Game one,
though.
yeah. Not so
That was
much
kind
that
of
last
sweet.
one when you had to pitch two of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
That's the first time Wasteland got me playing this deck. 'Cause I ended that game with a Fire Blast and all 3-mana cards, so did the work
yeah,
that
that was
time.
an all-star there. But you need to draw more of your barbarian rings.
Yeah,
Well, good game, Bryce. Congrats.
good game. Thank you. I'll see you at LobsterCon, I guess. Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Great final, guys.
Right on. Thank you.
Have
See
a
you
good
guys.
night.
Thanks, Andrew.
Sure thing, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Andrew.
Night all.